YouTube. What is going on, everybody? Deezo here, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. This one a little bit more exciting. I think this one is probably the most exciting news we've had on the channel since the beginning of the Commanders franchise. So before we go any further, if you haven't been around or you're new to the channel, we had a Washington Commanders franchise here on the channel. We got stuck in week 12 online and it wouldn't let us progress anymore. I simmed. I tried to do everything I possibly could. The second I back out, go back in, boom, I'm at the very beginning of week number 12 and I could not progress at all. So I scrapped that entire series, and that hurt because the community that we have been building here since the beginning of this Madden season has been unreal. We were at 680, I think, subscribers when Madden dropped, or right before Madden dropped, when I started creating hype content for it. And we are up over 1,000 now. And a lot of people were just enjoying that Madden, the Commanders content here on the channel. So to go ahead and scrap that has been kind of a difficult thing to do. But I have a huge announcement that I'm going to make right now, and I think people are going to be super excited for it. We are joining the Mid Football League. That is right, user versus user and user versus CPU gameplay coming to the channel. Now, I was asked to be part of this when it first launched in season number 1. And unfortunately, I was just unsure if with the Commanders franchise and some other things that I had going on, if I was going to be able to be involved in this franchise, in this league. And with, well, the loss of the Commanders franchise and some other things kind of opening up, I decided, I was approached last night and asked if I wanted to join, and I said absolutely. So here we go, and we are taking our talents to South Beach, taking over the Miami Dolphins. Now, I'm going to call it like it is. We finished last season 10-7. You can see that right there. It was not good. I'll throw up the graphic right now. And as you can see, we made it to a wild card game, but we got absolutely toasted. Absolutely toasted by the New York Football Jets in that one. So let's come back here. We have some work to do, and it's not pretty. Our salary cap is down about 6 mil. We are only at 54 current rostered players out of our allotted 75. And this team is kind of all over the place. So let's go ahead and jump in, and we can go ahead and take a look at this roster right now. So we just passed the draft, and it's it's not looking too good. We had about 15 quarterbacks. I cut all of them but 2. So we got Tua and we got Teddy, and that's it. I think we're only going to be running 2 quarterbacks at this point. And hopefully I'll be able to sign some free agents here before we get into the preseason, so we can fill out some of this roster. But we're going to have to make some moves somewhere to drop some roster or drop some cap space. So there's going to be some tough decisions, and you guys are going to be involved with me. My co-GMs, all of you guys are going to be involved with me. So running back position right now, we got Chase Edmonds out of Fordham, 5th-year guy. But we also got Garrison Hale, the rookie out of Texas A&M. And Garrison Hale, pretty good, pretty solid running back, 71 overall, hidden development, and he's got some good attributes here for a running back. Now, what I want to go ahead and what I'm going to do right now with you guys is we're going to go over here to edit player, and we're going to change his number because 18 is just a weird running back number, but like 28, I thought like 28, right? 28, 27, 19. So we'll go 28. I think that's a good running back number. You know what? Let's change his helmet too, because that helmet is kind of whack, dude. Let's get out of there. We don't want him to have CTE with using that old boomer helmet. There we go. We'll go with that. Do we give him the visor back? I think he had a black visor, didn't he? Just have a black visor, something like that. Yeah, there we go. So we'll give him that, and then let's give him a, does the team color want, yeah, that looks pretty nice. I like that. So we'll go there. That's our changes to our running back, Garrison Hale, out of Texas A&M. All right, so we got a good rookie there. We had, I think, 2 first-round draft picks from what I was told. I missed the draft, so it auto-selected. We got Tyreek Hill. All right, so is Tyreek Hill going to be the guy? Is Tyreek Hill going to be a cap casualty for us here early on, or I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out. Some of you guys are probably smarter than me in this. We're -6 mil. We need to get some cap space because we got to fill out the rest of this roster. And quite frankly, as much as I'd love Tyreek Hill on this team, that's just an expensive contract that we apparently can't afford at this point in time. So we got to figure out what we're going to do with that. So another draft pick that we had is normal development, 73 overall Sheldon Lippett out of Montana. And he's got some good ratings on him. Nothing, to shake a stick at for, a second or third year guy, but being a rookie, I think he's got some really positive attributes, especially look at that deep route at 77. So he's going to be a guy that we're going to hopefully be able to utilize and stretching the field. But, acceleration at 98, speed at 96, very good stuff. I'm a big fan. I think this is going to be a good relationship here in Miami. All right, so we got Sheldon as well. Obviously, Jalen Waddle is here. But I mean, too much far down this depth chart at wide receiver. It's okay. It's nothing crazy after that. But let's go ahead and take a look at tight end. We got Mikey G, and then again, it just kind of falls off. We got Rashad Harrison, I believe, or Hardison, excuse me, out of Oregon. He was a draft pick. Normal development for him, 61 overall. So we'll see what we're going to be able to do with him. Not very good run blocking, more of a catching tight end. So we'll see what we can do with that. More of a vertical threat tight end there. Don't hate it, that's for sure. But he is kind of third on the depth chart as it sits now. We're going to get into our offensive line right now, and this is where it starts to get a little sketchy. So our offensive line is okay. It's not the best. We could be in a lot worse spot, to be completely honest with you. Austin Jackson is a 71 overall, one of our worst rated linemen on the squad. We're going to jump over to a defensive line. Emmanuel Ogbah over there, 83 overall, 29 years old. So he's still going to be holding it down on the left side of that offense or that defensive line. We got Melvin Ingram as well. We might be moving some guys around because we also have Christian Wilkins over here at right end. But our defensive tackle is Raekwon Davis, who's only a 73 overall. We run a 3-4. And so I'm thinking about possibly the option of moving Melvin Ingram or Ogbah to. We gotta figure out which one is going to be a better fit, or maybe it's Wilkins. Just moving somebody over to that defensive tackle position to kind of shore up that area. Because we're a little short there at defensive tackle. We might just let Raekwon Davis run DT and just kind of be it. He's just gonna be there. Now, arguably one of my favorite selections that we had in this past draft is James Jarrett out of Penn State. 21 years old, 6'2", 253 hidden development. He's a speed rushing left outside linebacker. You know, he needs some just for men from the looks of it, from his hair there. But other than that, I mean, this guy looks good. He's the 28th ranked left outside linebacker in the league. So, I mean, not too bad. He is getting a boost, so I think he has a 72 technically. But still, he's the number 28 left outside linebacker in the league. So, not going to be upset about that. Very, very bad at zone coverage at a 49 overall. So just kind of, we're gonna have to keep that in mind when we're calling plays. But you know, I'll probably forget. You guys will yell at me because I called the zone play, and he's gonna get caught out. That's just how that's gonna go. But so we got a good selection there at left outside linebacker, but a little young. Obviously, Jerome Baker, middle linebacker. Channing Tindall, middle linebacker as well. Take a look at our right outside linebacker, Jalen Phillips. 79 overall, we'll take that. Here we go again. We got a big signing here in Xavier Howard. Penalty for releasing him is $41.5 million. But if we take a look at maybe his contract, do we possibly move him? It's only a $10 million a year contract this year, but then, I mean, look at that, 25, 22, 22. You know, I think that's a possibility, but we're kind of looking at, you know, some questionable cornerback play as it sits right now. So we also got Joshua Connor this year as well, another hidden development guy. Absolutely excited about all the hidden devs that we ended up getting in this past draft. And I'm even more excited that I didn't necessarily have to draft these guys, and the CPU was smart enough to do that for me. But we're looking at a pretty solid cornerback here, Joshua Connor. A zone guy. We'll take a look at his zone. Zone coverage is 73. Man coverage is a 66, which not great. His press is a little weak. Tackle's a little weak. But you know, we'll see what we can do with this. I'm obviously not upset about it. I want to see what that development ends up being. I think we got potential of having a nice little package there in Joshua Connor out of TCU. Now, going over to a free safety, we're going to be looking at another rookie here at a Mississippi Valley State, Evan McIntosh. Now, Evan McIntosh, 69 overall. He is a normal development. His best fit for the scheme would be zone, but he is really a +2 going to run support, and that would be pushing him to a 70. So going to be interesting to see what exactly we do with him. I'm not really sure. We could potentially look at moving him from a free safety to a corner and see what that does. Well, we still have time for that. I believe the league turns over tomorrow, so that's still something that I can still do. Brandon Jones, you know, I mean, he's an okay free safety or strong safety, but nothing super special. Jason Sanders, you know, that's our kicker. Our punter is nobody, so we don't currently have a punter at this point. Looking at draft picks going into next year, we have 2 first-round draft picks, 1 second, 2 thirds, a 5, and a 7. So we've got some picks. Not too worried about that, but this roster, I'm not sure what to make of this roster just yet. Now, obviously, we went over all the rookies that we just picked up. Very excited about those guys, but $6 million in the hole when it comes to our available salary cap, and we only have 54 guys on the roster right now. I would like to maybe get a couple more free agents signed before we get into the preseason and or into the regular season, and just see if we can make any real adjustments to the team as it sits right now. I guess one more thing I could do is show you guys league history. This is what happened last season when I was obviously not part of the mid football league, and that is Mike took down Peanuts 41-21 in the Super Bowl. So that was a game. I believe he streamed. I remember watching this game. So yeah, that was how last season ended. It's going to be interesting to see what we're able to do here in the Mid Football League. So this is going to be streamed every week here on the channel, whether or not I'm playing against a CPU or I'm playing against another user. So it is very exciting time. More content coming to the channel. A big shout out and a thank you to Mike, Coach, for allowing me to be in the Mid Football League. I know Mike is the governor or the commissioner of the league, and then Coach is on and off, or he's part of the group up there, as well as Chris Bacon. So yeah, I'm super excited to have an opportunity here to be a part of the Mid Football League, taking over the Dolphins, bringing our talents to South Beach. Really pumped. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you're excited, hit this video with the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for some more Miami Dolphins franchise content here on the channel. And as always, I'll catch you guys later.